Hi guys, welcome. I'm so excited that you're here. Come on in and join me. Apparently, Facebook has changed things since I was last here Wednesday, and now the screen is this way instead of square. So, surprise! Here I am. Hi! Come on in, guys. It's Vanessa from Pre-K Pages. Welcome, everybody. Come on in and get comfy. And let me know where you're coming from in the comments below. This is so exciting. Facebook has totally changed the way I'm seeing things on my screen. So I'm just kind of like, So come on in and let me know in the comments below where you're coming from. I'm Vanessa Levin from prekpages.com, coming at you live from the Dallas, Texas area tonight. And I am super excited about this broadcast tonight because I know it's something that a lot of you could really use, right? Good news for a change. And I let some of you know about it. If you're on my mailing list, you received an email yesterday letting you know about this Facebook Live broadcast. And one of the things that was in that email was this really cool thing right here. Yay! So I hope you can see it. Now that Facebook has changed the way that I'm seeing myself on the screen, it's a little different. So if you would like to, let me know if you can see that on the screen, you guys. Can you see that on the screen? Just let me know because Facebook has totally changed the way that I am seeing the screen. So if you would like, this is something I get asked all the time. Like, I want to watch you on Facebook, but I don't know when, or I forgot, or I was busy, or whatever. So this is a solution for that. You can sign up and you don't have to. This is totally not an obligation if you feel like you've already got your routine down and you're one of the regulars here. And thanks, Krista. Then you don't need to do it. But if you would like to get a text reminder letting you know when I'm live, I think that it might be a really good thing because when I travel, like I'm going to be at the Missouri Early Learning Conference this week, and I could go live from these events, not at our regularly scheduled time, but at different times, and then you would know. So I was planning on doing that when I travel so that you won't miss it. Like the time that I went live at DASO was not my regularly scheduled time. So I think it's a really cool thing. If you would like to know whenever I am going live, you can sign up for these text alerts, and Tom will be dropping some links. There they are, right on time. It just says at pre-K-PAG. That's the number of characters that are allowed. So it's not the full word. That's just the name of the list. So if you would like to sign up for those text alerts, all you do is you type in the number 81010 if you're in the US. Type that into the to field on your screen and then on your phone. And then in the box where you would type your message, you do at PREKPAG, just like it says on the screen. So if you want to take a screenshot of that, you totally can. It's really hard for me to see all your comments because Facebook has totally changed the way I am seeing things tonight. So I will do the very best I can to keep up with your comments. Hey, Terry from Kentucky. Hey, Christy. The banner behind me is book covers that I cut, like the old paperback covers or dust jacket. Okay. Hey, Lori from Florida. Welcome, everybody. So you can get text messages whenever I go live if you would like. They're free and they're private. I don't see your phone number. You don't see mine. And it's something that you can totally do. There's also instructions if you need help doing that. Tom will drop a link to some instructions that will help you do that. As well as instructions for those of you who are international. So there's a different way to do it if you're not here in the US, and I use the free app Remind to do that. So if you'd like to learn more, Tom will drop a link for you there for my international folks. Now, you might not want to get a text in the middle of the night. If you're in a country where it's night, it's in the middle of the night right now. You might not want to text right in the middle of the night. But all people are welcome. So you go ahead and do whatever works best for you, and you don't even have to sign up for text if you don't want to. Hey, so I am super excited. I would like to welcome you tonight to this regularly scheduled Facebook Live broadcast. I'm Vanessa Levin from Pre-K Pages, and tonight's broadcast is brought to you by HP. And the reason it's being brought to you by HP is because teachers love printables, and we love free printables even more. Would you agree? Tap the screen if you agree. So what I've done here, I have found my teacher dream come true, and that is my HP Instant Ink printer. Tom will drop a link in the comments to the one that I have in my home that has really changed the way I think about printing and changed everything about printables for me. I absolutely love my printer because it knows when I need ink and it sends it to me, and it's affordable, and I get 300 pages a month. It's awesome. So anyway, Tom will drop a link to the printer that I have, and then tonight's broadcast is being brought to you by HP, and they are going to generously give away a printer to one of you that are watching tonight. Yes, so we have 125 free printables to share with you tonight, and Tom will give you a link to that in just a moment, and also a link to where you can enter to win that HP Instant Ink 3700 DeskJet printer, all-in-one printer, the world's smallest all-in-one printer. So we're very thankful to have HP sponsoring us tonight. And remember, if you have any connectivity issues, refresh your browser. And if I have any connectivity issues, I will pop right back on. So if you see me go away and I don't come back, you can refresh your browser, and then I will come right back as soon as I can. We hope that doesn't happen tonight, but we are having some bad weather here in my area, so you never know. Okay, so I told you about our topic, 125 free printables, and I told you about how our broadcast is being brought to you by HP, and they're offering that giveaway for you. So the next thing I want to do is to ask you this question. Would any of you out there in Cyberland agree? Let me know by tapping the screen. Would you agree that not all free printables are created equal? If you've been teaching for more than a day, you will know that not all free printables are created equal. Let me know if you agree by tapping the screen. So that's what I have found. So here's the deal. Pre-K Pages has been around since 2001, and people email me all the time and they say, or they ask, do you have a free printable for this or that? And my answer is usually somewhere, but I don't know where, because I have so many free printables. Pre-K Pages generally has around 250 free printables, but not all of them are created equal, because some of them are from 2001 and some are more recent. So what I did was I went through and I put all the good ones, the ones that I'm proud of, in one place for you, so that now when you email me and say, Vanessa, do you have a free printable for this? Then I can send you a link to this blog post. So Tom's going to share it with you right now. So if you'd like to find out where those 125 free printables live, Tom is going to drop the link to my blog post for you there in the comments. So now you don't have to hunt for those free printables anymore. You have them all in one convenient place. But, right, are they editable? Jessica, creating an editable PDF is a really labor-intensive process. So only my super premium printables are editable, because it's a very labor-intensive thing that could take days and weeks of my time. So most of them are going to not be editable. But like I was saying, so having those free printables at your fingertips it's great, but it's only half the battle, right? Because now you have to print them, right? And that's where some of us run into trouble. So for example, at my former school, ink was like gold, right? It was like, you couldn't get it to save your life, and it's also expensive. So I always had to think in my head, do I have enough ink to print that? Can I print that in black and white? Will it save my ink? I was always, I was spending so much time thinking about, can I print that or not? And so And then, it's kind of like washing your car, right? You wash your car and then it's almost a guarantee that it's going to rain sometime in the next 24 hours. So with printing, you find a free printable, you finally found a good one, right? And then you go to hit print and you get that dreaded message on your screen that says you're out of ink or your ink is running low or whatever. And you're like, oh, and we as teachers have very, 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 if any, time to do our prep work. So it's really frustrating when that happens. So that's why I'm teaming up with HP tonight to offer you this free printer. HP printers are eligible for Instant Ink, which is the most amazing program where they will send ink. It's the printer is wireless and it connects somehow magically out in internet land to HP and lets them know when your ink is low, and it automatically will send you ink. So you always have ink whenever you need it. It tracks the number of pages. It automatically does all that stuff. And the good news, it gets even better. So you've got 125 free printables, and you've got a chance to win a free HP Instant Ink 3700 DeskJet printer. But you can also get 3 free months of ink. You could print all 125 of those free printables with 3 months of free Instant Ink. So if you do get the printer, if you do win it, or if you have an HP eligible Instant Ink printer, and you can go to the HP website to figure it out if your printer is eligible or not. Now you do have to have Wi-Fi. So I don't recommend like getting your own printer and taking it to school. Like I do all that at home because I know in my school it would have been stolen like in a heartbeat. So 3 free ink. That's the code to get 3 months of free Instant Ink. So if you win the printer, you can also get 3 months of ink. And I think it comes with like a month or something too. So Tom will drop a link. So Tom, here in the links in the comments, if you drop that Rafflecopter link, that shortened little Rafflecopter link, that will take people right to the entry form so that they can enter right now. And there are several different ways to enter to win the free printer. So you choose the options that work best for you. There's Twitter, you can tweet, you can follow me on Twitter, you can follow me on Pinterest, you can pin the image, you can visit the Facebook page. There's several ways to enter the contest to win a HP 3700 DeskJet all-in-one printer. And there you go, that's the link, Tom. And then if you have an HP Instant Ink eligible printer already, use this free code, or if you win the printer, use this code as well, 3 free ink. Okay, and feel free to share that code with anybody. Yes, Veronica, I have the 5542 and it is amazing. I have free ink until 2019. So I'm just like a printing fool over here. Okay, so we have talked about the texting, that you can text me to get notifications whenever I go live, because I will be offering more of these types of free opportunities for you. I've shared the link to the blog post with 125 free printables, and now I want to share some of those freebies with you. I'm not going to do all 125 because we don't have all the time in the world, okay? So the first one I want to share with you, so you'll see over on the blog post that Tom has been sharing with you, it's 125 free printables at Pre-K Pages. The first thing we have over there are 15 free printable bingo games. And I made these because my kids love bingo, and every now and again we like to play it. There are lots of educational benefits of bingo. It's not just fun. So here's one I thought that you all might be able to use coming up very soon. In the US, we have Thanksgiving. But if you're not from the US, that's okay, because there are 15 different versions of the free printable bingos. Over on the blog post, Tom just dropped a link. Now you're going to want to let your friends know, right? If you have teacher friends, make sure you share this video with them so they can also get those 125 free printables and a chance to win the printer. They're going to want to know about it too. So the first thing, we have 15 different bingo games. We've got community helpers, dinosaurs, fire safety, pond, transportation, winter, zoo, all the traditional themes. There's free printables for printable bingo games. So there's 15 of those for you there. You can download it and use it in your classroom at your celebration if you have one. So yay! Wonderful. Okay, so that's the first one. And then we have the Play-Doh counting mats. I put counting on there just as a general. So there's 10 counting printables, 10 free counting printables. And a lot of them are these Play-Doh mats, okay? And this one is gingerbread. And I know a lot of us do gingerbread in December, the gingerbread man story. So these are Play-Doh counting mats. There are 10 different ones. So even if you don't do gingerbread, we've got fire safety, St. Patrick's Day, Thanksgiving, Valentine, winter, Christmas, these gingerbread ones. So check out the counting printables there. There's one for each number, 0 through 10. Okay, and the little gumdrops there are an indication for the children to fill the 10 frame with little balls of Play-Doh. They can also roll snakes and put the to fill in the number there. See the number 4? So these are 0 to 10. So those are all there for you as well. I created these bingo games and counting mats because these are things that I used in my classroom. Now, my Play-Doh mats never looked this nice, but I wanted to make something really nice for you and something that it didn't take a lot of my time. So the bingo mats and the Play-Doh mats were something I could do quickly and easily for you. So there's 10 of these counting mats and 15 of those bingo games over there at Pre-K Pages. And if you get the Instant Ink printer, then you can also print all of those in color as much as you want. Okay, the next one is, there's 9 Christmas printables there. I'll let you look at that. I think it's a little early, although there's Christmas music playing at every store in America right now. But there's 9 different Christmas themed printables for you. So look over on the blog post that Tom is sharing with you, 125 free printables. And then we have 11 free dramatic play printables. Now, if you know me, you know that I'm all about dramatic play. My dramatic play kits are my passion. They solve the problem of how to change out your dramatic play center quickly and easily and infuse it with literacy, math, and writing opportunities and oral language. So I have 11 free printables in addition to the 18 paid ones. So these are labels for your dramatic play center. So if you want to organize the play food, the pots and pans, the dishes and the cups and the utensils and all that, there's 2 pages of these printable labels that you can use in your dramatic play center to help organize, because I know that your kids leave the dramatic play center a mess. How did I know that? I'm psychic. No, I'm a preschool teacher. So those are just something to help. That doesn't mean that's going to magically solve your problem, but it's going to help them when it's time to clean up. Okay. Then we have some Easter printables, 6 free Easter printables. It's not Easter, so I'm not going to go over those. You just need to pin this post so you can find it whenever you need it, right? Okay. And then we have 13 fairy tale printables. I'm also very passionate. I'm passionate about anything that has to do with little kids, but I'm also very passionate about nursery rhymes and fairy tales. So if you follow me at Pre-K Pages, then you know those are 2 topics I'm extremely passionate about. So I have 13 different fairy tale free printables. And one of them, and I just chose this one to highlight because we're coming up on the holidays, and a lot of us do Gingerbread Man, the Gingerbread Man story. So these are visual discrimination task cards. So there's 2 on each page. So you would cut the page in half. I'll fold it in half for you here. And then the kids have to find the one that's different. And they can place, you can print them in black and white, and they can use a bingo dauber, you can use bingo chips, Unifix cubes, whatever you have for them to mark the one that's different. And visual discrimination is a precursor to reading. So 13 free fairy tale printables. Check that out at the blog post, 125 free printables. Then we have 5 fire safety printables. I shared those with you last month. when we were...
Bring it a little closer to the camera.
Oh, bring the camera closer to me?
No, bring the printable closer to the camera so people can
Oh, okay. Sorry, technical issues. I shared the 5 fire safety printables with you in October, so you can go back and watch that blog post. Graduation, now that's a little bit a ways away for some of us, but if you're in another country where your school year ends in December or January, you might be interested in those 3 free graduation printables. They're over there on the blog post. 8 Halloween printables, I shared those with you in October, but they're all there in the 125 free printables. That's awesome. Nursery rhymes. Okay, I said I was very passionate about nursery rhymes. Here is one of 8 of my free nursery rhyme printables, and it's a nursery rhyme bingo. So this is a nursery rhyme bingo that you can print out. There's different mats, so you can have several kids playing this at once. I tend to not play bingo in large groups just because it's harder to manage with little kids. I do it in a small group. This is something that you can have a volunteer do with a small group. You can have an older buddy, like a 5th grade buddy, come in and play bingo. Volunteers, things like that. So these free nursery rhyme bingos, that's also a part of the 8 nursery rhyme printables at the 125 free printable blog post. I have a lot of my favorite printables over there in that nursery rhyme section. You know, I love my free printables, my nursery rhyme free printables. Then we have party planning guides. Okay, so I shared my Halloween one with you earlier, but now I have a Christmas/winter. Now this party planning guide includes a non-religious version of a party planner. So if you are in a school where you're not allowed to celebrate Christmas per se, there's also winter celebration or arrival of winter type things in there as well. So this party planning guide is part of the 4-set party planning guides that I have. So I have one for Christmas, Easter, Halloween, and Valentine. Those are the 4 big ones. I don't have a party planning guide for Thanksgiving because I don't do a feast or anything like that. So there is the classroom party planning guide for the holidays/winter. It has notes to parents, both the Christmas version and the winter celebration version. It has different types of party suggestions in those notes for them. It gives you a kind of a step-by-step guide on how to have a successful classroom party for December. Okay, so that's there as well. Elizabeth says her kids are loving the nursery rhymes this year. Even her youngest 2-year-olds. Let's welcome. Thank you, Celia. I'm glad you like them. Okay, so now we have 3 St. Patrick's Day printables, 7 Thanksgiving printables, and I just picked one of them out. I'll let you look at all 7 of those, as I know that's a hot holiday coming up next. So some of my 7 Thanksgiving printables, I have the Old Lady Who Swallowed a Pie Emergent Reader, a Race to the Top game for a small group activity, an ABC clothespin game, so alphabet, fine motor, a turkey body. That's just something that you're going to make. It's for a math game or a Play-Doh game. So that's going to go with an activity that you can create. Positional words book. Somebody's mad about the turkeys. I'm so sorry. Hey, Laura. Thanks for being a member of the Teaching Tribe. The freebies are over at Pre-K Pages. Just because there are so many paid resources in the tribe, I didn't want to clutter it with these little freebies because a lot of the freebies are just a couple pages long and they take up a lot of space. So use the link to the 125 free printables to find these freebies. So I don't generally put them in the tribe because there are like 200 of the paid products over there and I don't want to clutter it up for you, make it more difficult to find the resources that are already there. Thank you. Okay, so these are visual discrimination, just like the one I showed you before. The children have to find the one that's different. So somebody is tapping the angry face. I'm going to assume that they just have big fingers like I do. All right. We have 5 Valentine printables, 7 winter printables. So you're going to check them all out on the 125 free printables blog post that Tom has been sharing a link to. And then we have 16 of them that didn't have enough for their own category, so they're kind of like other. So you can go check all of those out. So there's 16 others there at the bottom. And this is probably the most popular one. This is the Teaching Trailblazer. Oops, is it upside down? There we go. This is the Teaching Trailblazer, and Trailblazer is a free 50-page guide it's basically a curriculum planning guide. Okay, so if you'd like to, for pre-K, so if you'd like to get a free copy of this is kind of like the sequence, the scope and sequence for my pre-K class. So if you'd like to get a copy of that, Tom will share a link to it. Go ahead and download that. And this is definitely something you probably want to print. So definitely enter the Rafflecopter in order to win that free printer from HP. This broadcast is brought to you tonight by HP. These have lived, Jessica, these printables here have lived at Pre-K Pages, some of them since 2001. They've always been there, but they're just not as easily found. Oh, Jana likes the Trailblazer. So yes, these will remain at Pre-K Pages forever. And they're just, this one is not. This one is a labor of love. This is something that I've had available at Pre-K Pages for a long time, but it was like 2 pages. So I really beefed it up. I knew that this is something that a lot of people, a lot of teachers want and need. So the Teaching Trailblazer is one that you're definitely going to want to download and print out. So let's see. Some people were asking about how long will the link be up. So 125 free printables from Pre-K Pages is going to live there forever until the site goes away. I don't know when that'll be. I hope never, but so that will always be there. The Rafflecopter, that's where you enter to win the free the giveaway from HP, that 3700 DeskJet all-in-one printer, the world's smallest all-in-one printer. That form, Tom will drop a link directly to it here in the comments, or you can just go to the link, the blog post that Tom is sharing, 125 free printables, and the entry form is there at the bottom of the blog post. And there are several ways that you can enter to win the free printer. You can tweet about the giveaway. You have to follow the directions in the Rafflecopter. Tweet about it, pin it, follow me on Pinterest, that kind of thing. So, I bet that's what the person was mad about, because the entry form for the free printer is only good for the continental US. And that's obviously because shipping it to another country would cost more than the printer is worth. So I'm sorry about that. Elizabeth Wright says, I want to grow up to be like Vanessa. That's funny. I want to grow up to be like Dr. Jean. I keep telling her that, but she doesn't listen to me. So those are the things you're going to want to do. And I have this stack of things here. You're going to want to, let me throw the things on the floor that I'm done with. You're going to want to sign up for the text alerts. So if you want to know whenever I go live, and if you want to get a text message, you can do that right here. Tom will drop directions for you. This is for US only, but if you're international, you can still do it. They just have separate directions for you. But you will need this little code right here, PREKPAG. So you go to your phone, you open up your texting app, you type in the to field 81010, and then where your message would go, you type this right here. And then every time we go live, we'll be sending out a text to let you know. So that way, when I go to the Missouri Early Learning Conference this week, or any other conferences like Frog Street Splash or NACCE or whatever, you will get a text to let you know that I'm live. Yes, daylight savings time is tricky, Sheila. I know. I think you live in a place where they don't do that. I forgot about that. Well, that's a good reason to sign up for text messages then. Felicia, the benefits of the Trailblazer. Well, first of all, the Trailblazer is free, so you can download it and see if it's something that you would like to use. But it helps align the scope and sequence of the skills that you're going to teach in your classroom and how those skills build as little children learn. Thank you, Elizabeth. I'm glad you like that. are those only available while you're live? No, the free printables are going to live over there forever and ever, amen, over at Pre-K Pages. So that link that Tom shared to the 125 free printables, it's all yours. I just ask that if you enter the Rafflecopter, that you follow the directions there. Tweet, like, whatever, do whatever it says. Follow the directions. Be a good teacher. Follow the directions. And if you do win the printer, or if you already have an HP eligible instant ink printer, use this code 3FREEINK to get 3 months of free ink. So I have the 300 pages a month plan on my HP 5540 or 5440 or whatever it is, the printer that I have in my home. I have the 300 pages a month, and so you could totally print all of those 125 free printables with your HP Instant Ink and still be within your limit for the month. How cool is that? I was not at NACCE this year. I did not go to LA. I knew it's usually poorly attended when it's on the West Coast, and next year it will be in Atlanta, so I'll be sure to be there. Last year it was in Orlando, and the year before that Dallas, and I went to those two. So when it comes back around to this side of the country, I will go. Thanks, Lori. I'm glad you like it. Okay, so this broadcast tonight was brought to you by HP. If you like these Facebook Live broadcasts where I share this kind of stuff with you and offer you a freebie, then let me know, because then we can do more of them, but not all the time, just every now and again. But definitely enter the Rafflecopter so you can enter to win the free printer. The Rafflecopter will be up for 7 days. So you have that long to enter. And then the 125 free printables, they've always been at Pre-K Pages. I just didn't have them in a central location. Okay. So that's what I did for you. That's what I did this weekend. Actually, Tom helped me. It was a big job because we found more than 240 free printables that were living at Pre-K Pages. There's probably more than that we couldn't find. And then I pared it down to my 125 favorite, because some of them are really old and yucky. But these are my favorites, the more recent ones. So they live there for you forever and ever. Amen. So definitely go to that link that Tom has dropped in the comments below to enter to win that HP 3700 DeskJet printer, the world's smallest all-in-one printer. Thank you, Nora. Thank you, Krista. And you're welcome, Charla. Don't forget to share this broadcast, like it, tag your friends or whatever if you want them to have a chance to be able to win the free printer, because you know that if you have a friend that you work with and she wins the printer, then you can definitely print stuff on her printer or his printer. And because that 300-page plan per month is amazing. I never, ever have to wonder. Hey, Gail, it was nice to meet you too. Wonderful. All right, so make sure that you are signed up for text messages if you would like them, because I'll be at the Missouri Early Learning Conference this week, and I might go live because you know who's going to be there? I forgot to tell you this part. Laura Numeroff. Laura Numeroff is the one who wrote all those If You Give a Mouse books, and her latest book is If You Give a Mouse a Brownie. So you might be very lucky to see Laura Numeroff. She will be at the Missouri Early Learning Conference, as well as some other amazing, gifted, and talented folks. I believe Sean Brown will be there. I can't remember off the top of my head who all will be there, but some very well-known folks will be there. I'll do my best to go live with whoever will let me. And also, I'm hoping they'll have a really good vendor hall, too. Maybe I can share some of those things with you. So sign up for those free text messages so you don't miss a thing. And I'd just like to thank our sponsor again, HP Instant Ink. And if you'd like to learn more about how HP Instant Ink works, I've written a blog post about it. Sorry, Tom, I forgot to give you the link, but there's a blog post over at Pre-K Pages on HP Instant Ink, what it is and how it helps teachers. Thank you, Jennifer. It's so nice to see you here. Wonderful. Charlotte says Laura Numeroff is her author of the month for November. Yes, I can see why. Thank you, Elizabeth. All right, I will be back. I'm going to try to be back Wednesday night. I am traveling to Missouri on that day, but I'll do my best to be back. I probably won't be live. You can do a recorded live broadcast because it's in the mountains, and if memory serves me correctly, I've been there before, I'm not going to have any service. So we're going to do our best to go live on Wednesday. But if for some reason I'm absent, know that I'm in the Ozarks with no signal. So, but we're going to hope for the best and we're going to think positively, right? All right, we're going to hope for that so that I can go live with Laura Numeroff. All right. Okay, guys, thanks a lot for watching. And yes, that's the link, Tom. Sandy Tom is sharing links to the 125 free printables at Pre-K Pages in the comments below. If you're just joining us, you're going to want to go back and watch this broadcast from the very beginning so you can get the link to the 125 free printables and the link to enter the giveaway for the HP 3700 DeskJet all-in-one printer. The giveaway will be open for 7 days and the printables will live forever and ever. Yay! Lori says, I use your Dramatic Play resources and other printables. I love them. Thank you. Thank you. Wonderful, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I will catch you all later. And be sure to enter that giveaway for the HP Instant Ink printer. Thanks a lot. See you later. Bye.